Hello, Twitch. How is everyone this evening? Hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. Oh, hey, it's time for the stream to start. Gotta get that alert going. Sorry I didn't make it yesterday. It was just, I was out and about and I was doing things all day and I got back and I just licked the kitchen. It was a mess. And I was like, I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have the energy in me. And so I was like, okay, we'll skip it. It was an extra stream anyways. And instead, we're going to try and do that again next week. Let's see if I have the energy for it here next Tuesday. We're going to fill in the last 2 days of this weekend with mojo pork and cubanos. Going to do those on Friday and Saturday this week. Going to do a quinoa salad with the mojo pork as one dinner on Friday. Then we're going to use the leftovers of that mojo pork, make our cubanos. Going to do my own bread. Going to do the whole thing, whole kibosh. Today's been quite hectic too. I mean, it's been a rough day today. Between all sorts of traffic getting around town today, and the fact that I have gone to 3 KFCs in order to get coleslaw. And this is over $20 in coleslaw. You want to talk about a ripoff. I mean, seriously? It's cabbage and watered down mayo. And that's more than $20. That's like, it's got to be costing, this whole pile here probably cost KFC less than $2. Hey Jeffrey, welcome in. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of things with the KFC coleslaw tonight. Going to try and poach some chicken in it, make it with some rice, throw some coleslaw in with the rice, have a little rice and chicken deal. I'll use some of the other parts of the chicken. I'm going to cook the legs and the wings. We'll break some of that meat off. Going to turn that into almost like Vietnamese style spring rolls. I've got rice paper. I've got rice noodles. We'll do rice noodles and rice paper with KFC coleslaw, some red pepper, and chicken. And what I'm going to actually start off with, but is the most interesting one maybe, I'm going to be making cake with coleslaw. I'm going to put the coleslaw, I'm going to drain the coleslaw, I'm going to use the dressing for the frosting. We'll add a whole bunch of powdered sugar in with the dressing and thicken that up like a normal frosting. And the coleslaw will, the actual like veggies of the coleslaw, we'll actually put it in the actual cake itself. So I'm going to start off by straining one of these. We've got 3 others here. They all got different tops to them. And actually these aren't even the same package here, this top one and the rest of them. So how is everyone this lovely Wednesday? Lovely, lovely Wednesday. I mean, it's been an enjoyable day. It's just been hectic and run around and be like, wow, is everything got to be a project? Oh wow, I'm getting next to no liquid off this. It's all sticking to the coleslaw. Got the magic sauce going on here that doesn't want to separate. So we'll just let that hang out for a little bit then. While we work on some other things here. Hope that'll dry out a bit. I need a different bowl. It's actually going to hold that up in the air. No, that's not going to work either. Take out my oil strainer here and see if that'll work for me. There we go. Lift that up so it has some area to drip onto. So this is not warmed up. I pulled this out a couple minutes ago, but apparently not soon enough. I think those are going to be too small for tonight's project. Debating pulling out the small cake rounds. Not sure what I want to do that in. Because I don't want to create a humongous cake here tonight. Sugar, where'd you go? Sitting right in front. Hey, Pancracia! How goes it today? How's your Wednesday? Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I am enjoying my Wednesday so far. It's been an experience. We need another bowl. Measure out our half pound of sugar, or sorry, quarter pound. Nice! Good day at work? At least hopefully a day at work that went by quickly. So add our sugar to our butter. We'll leave the scale because we need that in here in a few more. Draining some of my coleslaw here already. I got 4 containers of coleslaw, which was more than $20 from KFC. Start by mixing our flour into our butter, or our sugar into our butter. Make sure all that sugar gets coated in buttery loveness. Hey, Entropy. Welcome in. Yeah, it was quite pricey. Let's hope I bought enough. I have enough eggs left over. I didn't buy eggs for today. You only need 4 ounces though, so it should be 3 to 4 eggs here. Actually, that's going to be like 2 eggs because these are extra large. I normally buy large eggs, but couldn't buy them last time. They didn't have... For some reason they didn't have large eggs. They only had extra large. So that's 0.2 of an ounce under. I'll live with that. We'll have some slightly less eggy cake tonight rather than over eggy cookies the other night. Just a little whip to break down those eggs a little bit to begin with, and then we'll make sure and mix it in. Oh, what temperature did we set the oven at for this guesstimate of a cake? 350. Let's be safe about it. Yeah, we're making coleslaw cake. I'm going to put the... We're draining off a batch of the coleslaw here. We got the coleslaw. I'm going to put the veggie half of the coleslaw in with the actual cake itself. And then I'm going to use the dressing, or the liquid. I'm going to thicken that up with confectioner sugar or powdered sugar. And use that as our frosting. So, that was my, I don't know, somewhat random idea for incorporating coleslaw into a dessert. Try and get some of these lumps out before we add that flour in. Actually gonna switch to a whisk here and make sure we get that incorporated first. Okay. Then we need 4 ounces of flour. Oh yeah, it's gonna be... Well, the thing is one of the... Cabbage actually has a ton of sugar in it. It's just indigestible sugar, which we then treat as fiber, which is why it's high in fiber for us, but it's actually just sugars that we can't consume. So... It could break down, I don't know the science there, it could break down into being something sweeter. Baking powder. Battle already. Can you all hear the game? It's not playing through my earpiece again. Oh well. Don't have a good answer for that one. Got most of the audio back to working again. I can actually hear the music again tonight. Polar Light's getting those kills. Thank you, thank you. Entropy getting the scrolls. Congrats. Add a pinch of salt. Small pinch of salt. And we're going to give this another stir up here, see if we can't get a bit more of that liquid to separate. I didn't start the next map. I did that last time I did this. My head's just not in the right place. Alright, let's see how we do there in 30 minutes. Let's see if I got any other goodies to deal with here. Let's see. Let's look at my quests for today. Nothing there worth really noting. Okay, we'll do that in 30 minutes. I don't know what that is. I'm going to take that out. Might be a piece of onion, though. I have no idea what that is. That's sort of disgusting looking. Alright, we'll use this for our cake. We're going to have to do this again. So we're going to keep this. Set that up back there for the moment. And we'll fold all of this in. There we have our cake batter. It's a little thick. Let's turn on the fan here. Close the bedroom door. Don't need no smoke alarms. That's looking like another... It's still ending up larger than I wanted it to. But use this one again. Might be a sort of low level cake, but grease the inside of our pan here. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for that raid, Metro. How is everyone doing today? Everyone having a lovely Wednesday? We're having fun with overpriced coleslaw tonight. We got our first project well underway here. We are working with coleslaw, so I am making a coleslaw cake. We got our cake batter made up here with the veggies from the coleslaw. We got the dressing strained out and hanging out here in the bottom of this bowl. I was just about ready to get going. But yes, this week is, for our ingredient challenge, is KFC coleslaw. So I have 4 packages of KFC coleslaw. The 4 packages cost me over $20, folks. $20 for coleslaw. That's... yeah. So we got a 1/4 pound cake recipe. Yes, as I was saying, those 4 packages are maybe $2 a product for coleslaw for KFC. So they're making quite the markup on that. Obviously not making a ginormous cake here, but yeah. Also had to make the trip to 3 different stores to get this done today. It was a little bit of a challenge to find coleslaw today. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the oven. I got the oven preheated now. That was that beep there a moment ago. We got our oven preheated to 350 degrees. Throw that in the oven. See how that looks here. Oh. Let's give that 25 minutes to start. See where we're at after that. Let's go ahead and make our frosting while we're at it, because I'm going to have to separate some more of this coleslaw for future projects. So let's get that done and out of the way. New bag of sugar. But aside from the cake, also going to be doing some poached chicken and chicken. Well, do chicken with rice, but with coleslaw cooked with all of it. And also going to be doing spring rolls. We'll do spring rolls with the coleslaw and the spring roll. We'll start by just dumping a bunch of this in with our And you thought coleslaw dressing was too sweet to begin with. Now it's really going to be sweet. I was actually saying even just before we all got in here, the cabbage is actually already full of all sorts of sugar. But our body doesn't digest most of the sugars that are in cabbage, and so we treat it like fiber. But there's a ton of sugar right here. It's not just the dressing, it's in the cabbage too. Let's see what we got here. This is probably going to need even more. Yeah, because we got to thicken it up. That's the main thing we're doing here. We're not really adding the sugar to make this sweeter. We're adding the fine powdered sugar to thicken the liquid up. You'd be surprised how much sugar you can dissolve into liquid. Because, I mean, look at how runny that still is. Do our best to beat a few of those lumps out. We're going to add some more to that, though. Yep, Jersey. That is the plan. Actually, that's what's in the oven. Sinus is going. I'm sweating. Arg.
Is it chocolate cake?
No, it's coleslaw cake. Thank you for that resub, Jersey. Hopefully the camera's view isn't messed up. Nope. I got a cutesy little smiley face that I put above my camera. Just give me an immediate idea where to look, and it's falling down right now. Let's see how we are with that. Now we're getting to frosting territory. Now we got some decent thickness. Who wants to try it? You sure? It looks like just normal frosting to me. It's not even that different. Oh, you can tell it's cabbage. It's been hanging out with some cabbage. Okay, on to the next project. Coleslaw sauce. Sort of what it is. Just thickened up a bit. That doesn't sit very well in that bowl. We need a larger bowl for this. This will work. Okay. And for our next projects, for our chicken, for our spring rolls, for our rice, gonna add 2 of these into this one. We'll let that drain out for a while. Wow, my nose is going today. Those allergies got to me today. Of course, it has been hot out. It's been dusty. Probably everything's starting to send off its love juices in the air. Perfect time of year to mess up my sinuses. What do we want to get into next here? I think we're gonna... Yeah, I think we're actually gonna prep chicken. Once I turn my scale off over here. So we'll put our frosting aside. We'll set our drainage container off to the side here. And let's cut up some chicken. So I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to my Twitter at all today, but apparently someone robbed a bank in the middle of downtown Sonoma. Be right back, gonna throw this out. Which is a really weird place to choose to rob something. Because the city of Sonoma, if you're unfamiliar with Sonoma County, the actual town of Sonoma, or I don't know even if it's really a town. I don't know what it's legally considered. Awesome. Branded content. Matches what I'm doing. But Sonoma is a small town, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. And so you gotta take some major roads, side roads, to get there. There's no freeways direct into Sonoma. There's freeways in Sonoma County, but Sonoma is sort of purposely one of those quiet, in the background towns. And so for someone to rob a bank, or choose to rob a bank there, it's just like, what kind of planning you guys doing? You got a organic Rosie hen. I just bumped into my camera. This one? I apologize for that. I didn't realize I did that. Oops. Gotta get that oyster meat. Gotta keep that oyster meat. I have no idea how he does it. There's actually a fellow alum of mine that runs a restaurant in Menlo Park. So, heart of Silicon Valley, you know. He's not making cheap meals, even though it's sort of a casual restaurant. He does those fried. Just this little chunk of meat, because that's regarded as the most flavorful piece of the chicken. Like that one little nugget of meat. It's mostly because it's overlooked. I don't think of it as... I don't know, maybe someone will contradict me on this one. So I sort of think of it more of a rarity thing than it's really all that different. That oyster. Different type of oyster from Buffalo. Hey, Chef Summer, welcome in. Welcome in, Tone, as well. I don't think I said hello to you earlier. And Toya, welcome in, everyone. I sometimes don't notice when people have the same color name. I just skip over it and assume it's the same person for some reason. Apologies for that. Grillers. Did I pull the legs off separate from these? Or are they still attached? They're still attached. Maybe I'll just save those for another night. Doing pretty good, Chef Summer. Had a rather hectic run around trying to accomplish a lot today. And there was a little frustration getting all the coleslaw today, but doing pretty lovely. Doing much better today. But I'm still fighting to keep going. I don't know if it was this vaccine or the vacation or combination, but I just been out of it for like 3 weeks now. 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month now. Just fighting to keep active and keep awake. Hey, X-Spy, welcome in. But I have the Great White Hunter has returned with coleslaw. I got 4 packages like this today. Those 4 packages cost me over $20. So, not cheap dinner tonight. Let's throw this carcass in the freezer. That is a lot of slaw. But at the same time, it maybe $2 worth of slaw with the packaging. Debating on how much food I actually want to make tonight. I don't want to do all this. I was thinking of doing the wings and the legs and the breast. I think I'm going to hold off and just do the breast tonight. So we'll save the wings and legs and thighs for a future project. Although that may have to be off stream, maybe something extra. Maybe you got to use it before then. Going to be doing, since I didn't do my planning stream yesterday, I'm going to try and do it again today. Chicken leg down. I'm going to toss that in the compost. Going to try and redo our planning stream next week on next Tuesday. And this Friday and this Sunday, instead, I'm going to be doing mojo pork on Friday with quinoa slaw. Maybe we'll find a nice boozy wine to go along with that. And on Sunday, going to be doing... how do I forget the name already? Cubano sandwiches We'll use the leftover mojo pork along with the rest of it. Make the bread fresh on Sunday. So that's this weekend's plans. We'll start another vote during the stream later today for next week. And hopefully on next week, Tuesday, I'll have enough energy we can sit down and do planning for the next 2 months here. Okay, chicken's ready to go here. Should probably get some water boiling here for our rice noodles. We're gonna have to sear the chicken off before we get into that, though. Why don't we get our chicken going? Oh, battle time. How convenient. Some of them are hard with how many languages are in there. Hey, Miss Lisa Face. Welcome in. How's your Wednesday? How's your week treating you? I actually think I'm gonna freeze this chicken. Victory. Victory. Because we're not gonna get back to that anytime soon. Not too shabby, that's good. Who's gonna get the 50 gold? Entropy getting the kills. Entropy getting the gold. Congrats. Oh, big guess there. There's only the two of us in the fight. Just battle. Okay, so we got heat on the pan going back here. We'll throw a little oil in there. That's our timer for our cake. Oh, that's definitely going to need a bit longer. I'm going to give that another 15 minutes. Take another look at that. Season our chicken and throw that on in the pan to sear. Glad my floor is in a complete mess tonight. I'm gonna go wipe my face down. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. So we got our coleslaw here. I'm going to give this a stir up here to try and sludge a little bit more of that juice. Still got them. Still emptied out the trash, emptied out everything. They're still around. I don't know how they're surviving. I've been regularly getting rid of stuff too. I'm not even leaving stuff around for them to like find new homes. So frustrating. Oh hey, we got leaf blowers going next door, so hopefully that's not too frustrating. Sort of late for them to be doing leaf blower services. It's after 5 o'clock. Got a nice container of liquid going there. Let that continue to drain. Eviscerate. We know where Juicy's head is. And let's go ahead and burn our chicken, why don't we? Let's see how hot we got. Okay, we're doing okay there. Make sure I'm remembering everything I got from my dinner here. Let's see. Got the cake in the oven. Got the frosty already mixed. Our coleslaw dressing. We got our chicken partially done here. We need some water boiling. Fill the pan up with some water here. It's not as much liquid as I was hoping. You know, I mean, I remember KFC's coleslaw just like being swimming in dressing. And none of this really was all that. I mean, there's some liquid there, but it's not what I remember this stuff being like when I was a kid. I don't do fast food hardly at all. And not as meaty as it used to be? Or are you saying they used to put meat extracts in their coleslaw? I'm going to turn that down low. We're going to take the chicken actually back out of the pan here. We're going to add in some of our coleslaw. And essentially all of the liquid. And I'm going to add some more dairy to this party on top of that. Where'd the half and half go? And we'll add some water as well. We'll add our chicken back in, our par-cooked chicken, or seared chicken, but obviously still raw chicken. Yep, Tone. That's what our rest of our dry, or what the rest of our coleslaw here is for. That's going to go in our spring rolls, along with a little red pepper. So we're going to allow that chicken to simmer for a while. Allow that chicken to simmer down. Simmer down now. I forget where it was. That was always a joke when I was working somewhere. Or maybe it was in college. Every time someone would get a little fight, simmer down now. And put you in a pan. Sort of a pale looking red pepper there, but it smells nice. It smells really good. Maybe let's do the top and the bottom for this. We can save the rest for something else. Yeah, I think we're going to stay with that. We'll throw these in with the fridge to be in something else. Use this with the pork or something this weekend. Pollution time. Actually, let's chop this up. Liking this. It's not looking as clean, but liking the look of this cilantro much better than the last batch I had. It's actually a bunch of actual cilantro that's actually, it's not just stems. I got a ton of stems in that last batch. Last bunch. Let's take a look at our cake. Gonna give that at least another 5 minutes. Probably gonna give it even more than 5 minutes, but I don't want to overdo it. It's starting to look like the sides of the pan are getting brown. The top of it hasn't fully cooked though, so chicken in with the slaw and the juice. We're basically making our sauce with it. Those are all cooked in. We'll get the flavor in with the chicken, which some of that's going to go into these spring rolls, and then the rest of it, the other one, we're going to serve with dinner with rice. Be right back. Got sweat dripping off my face again. Open container. Hands are slippery, making it hard to open this. There goes our last $5 batch of coleslaw. A little ginger in here in our okay, that's good with our ginger. Actually, that's good with the ginger entirely. I know it's a little hard to see there, but we got a solid line of ginger going here. Another solid line going there. So we got a decent amount of ginger in there. Okay. I'm still going to give that another 5 minutes. We're going to turn this down even further. Make sure that chicken can still move around a bit here. Make sure we're not sticking to the bottom here or anything silly. But besides just adding some flavor and cooking with the chicken there, what that liquid also does is it makes sure that it cooks through. It's not all just one. The liquid is going to hold its temperature better, and so it's going to cook it quicker and better. So this is cooking in liquid. It's always a more efficient method of cooking things than just open air or direct on a pan. So we need some nice ploushes out of this for our actual spring rolls themselves. By that I mean the larger plush, the top half of it. Maybe see if we can't find some with thinner stems here. Don't know how many of these spring rolls we're going to make. Let's see what we get out of that. So we got those set aside, we got that aside, we got our chicken almost ready. Yeah, a little bit longer on the chicken. And throw the rest of this cilantro back in the fridge. I needed a lime for with our blooms on my orchid are looking like they're getting to the end of their life. I'm sort of sad. My orchid has such gorgeous reddish blossoms, but you know, they only last like a month or so, and then you got to hold on to the plant for another year, sort of a thing. But I mean, but they're pretty. Wow, that was a quick 5 minutes. Looking pretty good on the cake. I'm going to give that another 5 minutes. Maybe on the edge of cooked there. On the edge. I'm going to fix this sign, because I'm worried it's going to block the camera view here before it streams over. There, hopefully that'll stay a little longer. We got the lemon, so why don't we throw it in here? Half of it's going to go in with the rice, but is it not working for you? Yeah, you're right. It's not giving you a word to use. It's just because you brought it to my attention. Actually, let's just use the juicy one. These will throw, minus the sticker, over here for with the rice. So we got water here that was almost to a boil, or was at a boil. See if we can't get that quickly back up to a boil here. And I got some rice noodles. Let's cut this carefully, because we might have this around for a minute and we want this to seal back up nicely. I'm only going to be using like a quarter of this package. These things are really cool if you fry them up, but we're not doing that tonight. Okay, we're just getting a different bag. Bottle. 2 bottle. X-Pie joining me in for the battle this time. Your brain tells you to eat the noodle neck, noodle brick. I would not suggest that. It's probably going to be pretty crunchy. I wonder if that, I don't know if that works the way I think it does. Maybe it does. I don't know if that damage modifier that I put the spell out there for, if it's a buff, or if it just buffs you when you're in the area of the spell. Hey, Charlotte. How's your Wednesday? Victory. Victory. Nobody does. Well, do you love it enough to pay? Oh, we got all sorts of things going on here. Let's finish up our game here. X-Pie with the kills and the scrolls. Congrats. Do start this off and see how we do with this map. All right. Let's see how our cake's looking. Our cake's looking like a cake. How's that for a coleslaw cake? Not bad for not having a recipe or being the first try. We'll allow that to hang out and cool down a little bit before we unmold it. What was that? What was that? This was the cake that I'm making tonight. We have essentially a pound cake base, but with the veggies from the coleslaw, not the sauce, the veggies mixed in there. So we got that. Yeah, this is going to be the coleslaw cake. And then we also have the frosting already made. I separated the dressing from the actual veggies. And the veggies went into actual cake. And then I thickened the sauce with powdered sugar. So this is our frosting. Which, that tastes like coleslaw. That tastes like cabbage. That's, should be an interesting dessert tonight. Let's get rid of this mess we got going here. And turn off the oven. We got our water boiling back here. Got our recently boiling water. It's already lost its boil, but it's close enough. Throw our noodles in there. Just allow them to soak up that loveliness. It's going to take about a minute. But they're already starting to flex a little bit, get a little flexible. Let's look at their recipe, what they suggest. I still want the hot water, so I'm going to rinse off this bowl and pour the hot water into there. So we're going to use the leftover hot water to loosen up our wrappers. Actually, that's probably too much water for that bowl. Arg! My brain is just not functional tonight for some reason. Okay. I'm going to rinse these noodles with cold water now. Stop the cooking process. So there's our cooked rice noodles. We have our hot water reserved and sitting aside for heating up our individual rice wrappers, spring roll wrappers. These guys. Okay, we got that. We got that. Chicken. Is our chicken done cooking yet? I don't think our chicken's quite there yet. We still have a flame underneath here? Yeah, we do. Chicken's still going there. Okay, got that. Why don't we take a moment here and work on our cake a bit further. We'll unmold our cake and see how that looks. Hopefully this comes out in one piece here. Nice. So, a little dark in the corners there, a little light in the center, but it's a coleslaw cake. Allow that to continue to cool over here. Why am I sweating? Why is it so hot in this house today? I'm going to turn the fan on in the back of the house here too. See if we can't get some flow going. Meanwhile, I'm going to get ready for our rice. We're going to take our 2 pieces of lime, throw those in there. We're going to take our last of our dried coleslaw veggies, toss those in there. Last of my... Oh, I didn't get to telling you, Charlene, if you're still hanging out there. I don't know if you're still lurking around, but you were saying no one loves KFC coleslaw like you. Do you love KFC coleslaw enough to pay $20 for 4 of these? Because that's about what it cost me for coleslaw tonight. Actually, it cost me more than $20 for 4 of these. Plus travel. Rice. We're going to need a full cup of rice. And a cup and a half of water. throw a lid on that and bring that up to a boil. Let's see how we doing. That's still nasty. We need cut up some of this chicken. I won't say that it's bad. It's decent stuff. I like the sauce. I think it's a little too thin, but I like the flavor of it. This we're going to chop up for within our spring rolls. Spring rolls. Spring rolls. Spring rolls. What did I do with my knife? It's hidden over here. It is still mighty warm. We're nice and cooked through though. Nice and moist. Nice liquidy. Base to our chicken. Probably should have taken the skin off of this here because we don't really need that for in our spring rolls. It smells good though. Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. Do a little bit of plate ketchup here. Dishes ketchup. Always seems more impressive when you at least clean the big stuff. What are you doing on my truck, bird? Bird in the bed of my truck. For some reason. I don't even remember if we really need hot water to hydrate these or not. Yeah. Warm water. Okay. So we have our... My fingers are wet, so I don't want to grab too many of these at once. Our spring roll rice wrappers, which at this point will crack on us. Let's see if we can't do one of these. Just dip it in the water until it gets nice and soft. Lay it out flat on our board here. Spoonful of our coleslaw mixture. A little bit of our rice noodle. A couple pieces of chicken. And a cilantro plush. And we burrito wrap it. Actually, should have put the plush on the bottom because that's going to be the prettiest side. There we go. Spring roll wrapper with our chicken, cilantro. Cilantro's sort of ugly in there, but we'll put the cilantro on the next one. And our coleslaw. I don't know how many of these we're going to do. I've been avoiding shrimp lately because apparently, according to my last blood test, me and shrimp don't get along. So let's start with our cilantro on bottom this time. Rice noodles. Chicken. Coleslaw. Yeah, unfortunately. I never really noticed anything myself, but I have been having gut issues for a while now, and according to my doctor, I have a whole bunch of new mild allergies. Oh, come on. Pick up. There we go. There we go. There's the more pretty plush of cilantro spring roll. Why is my nose just constantly running tonight? Okay, we can turn the heat off of our rice there. Let that sit for a good 10 minutes. Take an allergy pill, see if that helps things out here. No, what's wrong, Char? Okay, let's drop the pill on the floor, maybe? Let's go get a new pill. These things are like the size of a grain of rice. Yeah, no rice. Or no shrimp. Raisin? No, I wasn't going to say raisin. Oh, no. I just fumbled up on rice. Saying rice. You think burrito wrapping is hard? This takes skill here. Working with these. Because they stick to each other. So once they stick, they're pretty much stuck. Yeah. Well, apparently I'm mildly allergic to just about everything. So I've sort of procrastinated on sort of making rules for the ingredient challenges or anything like that. But it used to be just coconut that gave me issues. I'm still afraid of coconut. I'm going to give that one more dip. Hey, Suki. But now apparently, not gluten, but wheat, corn, shrimp, peanuts, all of them are mild allergens to me now, according to my doctor and my last blood test. Which, I believe allergen blood tests, but I think there's something that needs to be done over time. So I don't necessarily 100% trust a one point in time blood allergen test. So I'm not putting all my faith behind that. But you gain allergies and lose them with age. And they're. I also would venture to say that certain things in your environment, certain reactions to that very period of time is what's being seen in your blood. It's not a long-term study. There we go. Doing pretty good now. Get a couple of them under my belt for practice. Yep. I suspect my allergies are getting worse now because, I mean, I spent years doing farmers markets. I was outside all the time. And this last, 2 years, I've hardly gone outside at all. And so, I can easily see some of those allergies being worse because I'm not having the regular interactions with them and being outside from the way it used to be. Sniffle, 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 sniffle. These look much more durable than they are, I think. These are pretty fragile to be toying around with. Just like that one. Fell apart on me. Oopsies. Yeah, no, that one's just lost. We'll do this wrap up first and then we'll do our battle. There we go, that's a nice one. Okay, battle. To battle. I don't know if we got this one. We're going to have a whole bunch of extra mobs here once those pop. See if we can get to them in time. I don't know if we will. Ooh, I think we got it. Woohoo! Victory. Victory. X-Pie with the kills. I'll help out with the assists. Let's see what we get for winners here. Nith with the scrolls and X-Pie with that 50 gold. Congrats, gentlemen. On to the boss. See how we do in 30 minutes. So you got our chicken still going there. Let's do 2 more of these spring rolls. I'm just dipping these in hot water. If you're unfamiliar, this is the water that I had up to a boil to cook the rice noodles. Come on, pick up off the board. There we go. Little issue up there getting that tucked in there, but this is still more than one wrapper. Maybe we'll do 2 more. There's also like a sweet spot for getting these moisturized to just the right level that they're flexible and work, but are not falling apart too, because these will dissolve if you leave them in the water too long. They're just rice starch. That just stuck to itself there. There we go. There's our last one. So, other than my first sort of messy one, those are all looking nice and pretty. I'll throw those in the fridge to dry and set up a little bit. Oh, hey, I have some leftover coleslaw. With some lime juice and ginger and cilantro and red pepper in there. That should be tasty for a snack. So I'm not completely coleslawed out by tonight's dinner. Yeah, there's some questionable words that scramble could have been. So that's goodie for our fridge for later. As is the chicken. Okay, so we're at our coleslaw poached chicken there. We got our rice cooked. So let's make our cake. Sniffle. Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. If you haven't caught on, I'm complaining to myself, much like I used to complain about my use of the words guys. That's why I'm complaining about my own sniffling now. I'm trying to get my brain to realize what's going on. Stop doing that. So poached, well, I'm using poached improperly here. Poached chicken wouldn't have color in it like that. Poached chicken is, poached chicken or poached fish is cooked in liquid at like a simmer. Under a boil, you're not boiling it because otherwise it'd be boiled chicken. But poaching it is very low light temp. This is technically braising it. I seared it and then I cooked it in the liquid. So, I'm using the wrong word for that. It's coleslaw braised chicken. But that doesn't sound as coleslaw-y to me. That's sort of why I think I went towards poach, because poach is a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more delicate, it's a little bit more dainty. Let's see what we got for rice here. We got rice that's cooked. Yep. Main thing I'm smelling there is the lime right now. Let's pull that lime out. Get rid of that. That's not going to be needed for our next steps here. So there's our coleslaw rice. Which that is just giving off coleslaw. Like, I opened that up, it was nothing but lime, but now it's straight cabbage smell. Making this whole house smell like cabbage now. Yeah. Which I do, but don't like the smell of cabbage. I don't mind the smell of cabbage. It's just, I don't like it when it's overwhelming. And that's where we're bordering on with that. Oh. Whew. I'm going to open a window here. See if I can't get a couple minutes of fresh air here. A sauerkraut cake. Not too surprised. That air feels so good. And I know it's still like 70 degrees out. It's still colder than it is in this house right now. There's a lot of things you can throw in the cake and they just sort of disappear. Like, I had the spinach challenge. That was a while back. And I made those almond flour and spinach cakes. I mean, they were bright green. They were like neon spinach green. But you couldn't even, when they were done cooking, you couldn't even taste the spinach. And you couldn't even tell it was there other than the color. It tasted more of almond than it did of spinach. And like I was saying before, with cabbage is full of sugar. It's just full of sugars that we can't digest. We treat it like, our bodies treat it like fiber. Damn it, Twitch. I totally lost my train of thought there because Twitch decided to try and moderate cream pie again. Twitch does not like cream pies. It won't let me name my streams after cream pies either. Even if the focus of the stream is to make a lemon cream pie, it won't let me title my stream Cream Pie. Maybe I should have a little bit more thought into that automatic bot there, you know. Oh, hey, it's a food and drink channel. Maybe they're actually talking about cream pie. Have a good one, Charlotte. Thanks for stopping by. So now we're going to ice our coleslaw cake. See what we get here. I'm debating just leaving it, making be a little bit messy in our icing. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. The cake is essentially a pound cake, or a quarter cake. It's a quarter pound of egg, sugar, butter, and flour. A little baking powder. I mixed the dry veggies of the coleslaw. I strained the liquid out from it, and mixed that all into the cake itself. And then the coleslaw dressing is what we have here for our frosting. The frosting is made up of coleslaw dressing that was then thickened with powdered sugar. So it's pretty much just coleslaw, flour, and eggs, as you're saying. Pretty close. Not exactly that, but pretty close. My nose is still going. So let's give a close-up on our cake here. Thank you for the follow, Filer. a photo for the Instagrams. We'll have to cut this one open to give a proper photo on it, though. Hope that photo... Oh, that's pretty dark. Arg. The sun is killing me today. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to cut that open to give a proper look at it. Let's make our plate of dinner here first, and then we'll come back to the other stuff. We got our board here that I already cleaned and put away that I need to cut up my chicken with. We're going to make sure and mix that up a little bit, get that good coleslaw and chicken flavor going. We're gonna nice and very moist chicken, completely cooked through, nice and yummy looking. Wow, is that drowned out? How is that? Need some better white balance or something. Apologize. My $40 cameras here can't handle the sunlight. So we're going to add our rice to the party here. And then a little bit of the sauce. There we go. That's looking gorgeous. Can't really see it very well down on the board there, but that is one nice looking piece of chicken to me. Very happy with the way that turned out. I'd be happy to be given that in a restaurant, depending it's what I ordered. Now, let's get a photo of the spring rolls. And second one out of the sunlight. You know how when you're not operating in like 100% and you start creating larger messes for yourself so you have more to deal with because you haven't been... That's where I am right now. I'm still not 100% with it tonight. And I'm creating bigger dish messes, creating bigger piles for myself to have to deal with later here. Looks cooked through. It looks really moist. Really moist. You're dirty now. It's so bright, it's white. Let's give me a main view so you can actually see how well this cooked through. This turned out looking quite lovely. I really like how that looks. That's all already. Alright, so let's do one more. Okay, battle. Let's go to battle. Can't quite get all of you. Just one block off of being able to get all of you. No one's gonna guess that mashup of consonants with two A's? Victory. We have won. We have beaten the boss. Nith and X-Spy with those kills and X assists. Thank you, thank you. Nith and Quiet J getting those scrolls. Congrats. Boss defeated. So we'll start on this on Friday when we're doing mojo pork. Gonna be doing mojo pork and quinoa salad for dinner on Friday. No one guessed backhaul. How come no one guessed backhaul? How can you not guess backhaul? I mean, it's so culinary, really. I mean, I hear backhaul and I think food. Looking for someone that we can pass the love off to tonight. Wow, not a ton of people on tonight. Be right back. Huh. Oh, here's someone I don't get to raid very often. But right in line with a lot of stuff that I normally do on stream here, or where things I normally things I normally raid. Oh, how's... There we go. I'm gonna raid Play in the Mud, which is another pottery streamer here on Twitch. I normally raid Rhino Lining quite regularly. Playing Mud is a partnered Twitch streamer. She is a production streamer, so she does lots of stuff, and she doesn't sit there and do a lot of fussy work with it. She's working to pump stuff out. Very interesting stream, very great person to watch and listen to. I hope you all have a great night. I had a lot of fun with this tonight. This was a hard project for me to figure out, even though I didn't go super wild with the things I was using it for. I'm happy with that challenge. Keep giving me challenges. I'm going to post a new vote since I already started the raid after the stream. I forgot to do it during the stream, but we will have a new vote up here after the stream in the Discord. Please feel free to join the Discord. Anyone new in the Discord, I'll give you permissions after the stream. I will be back here on Friday doing mojo pork and quinoa salad. Going to be back on Sunday doing Cubanos with my own Cuban bread. Should be a great weekend. Hopefully I'll have the energy to do Tuesday to make up that planning stream I wanted to do this week. Otherwise, I hope you have a great night. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.